If you've ever experienced the frustration of your parallels not staying put, falling down, moving out of place, shifting, parts collapsing into the center of the vise, chips, debris, oil getting behind the parallels, you know the frustration that I'm referring to. You just don't want to see this happen in between parts. Not good. Alright, here comes the solution. Go to the garbage can. Find yourself a piece of strap banding material that a material arrived with, machinery arrived with, whatever. Better yet, you can go to a local construction site and you can find this stuff laying everywhere. Pick a piece up and bring it home. Mark off a piece about as long as the jaws on your vise. Mine are 6 inches long. Now, unless you have very heavy-duty hydraulic snippers or long-handled snippers, short shears are not going to do it. Plan B. This is a red Sharpie marker. Probably a silver Sharpie marker or a scratch would have been better. But I'm going to cut this off at about 6 inches long. And I'm going to do it on the side of a grinding wheel. You can see the line. Work the strap material against the edge of the wheel. Now you can see on my left hand is registered against the shield on the outside so that the material is not oscillating to the left and right. I check it for crack potential. It does not. Flip it 180 degrees and put it back against the side of the wheel. Now keep in mind here, guys, girls, you are creating an absolutely razor sharp entity there that has been basically hollow ground on both sides. Exercise the utmost in caution when playing with something like this. I am squaring off that razor sharp end on both sides, strictly because I want it to look good. It's going to be laying around for a while. Chamfering the corners, both ends as well. Take it over the belt sander. Round it off real nice. Work it until you're happy with it. You know what you're happy with. I got about a 1/4 of an inch radius on this. And this particular strapping material does tend to burn and leave a nasty burr when you grind on it. So be very careful about how this material is prepared. Once it's dull forever, but once it's sharp, it is brutally sharp. Scotch-Brite wheel is a great way to take off the burrs. Don't assume that just because you didn't cut the sides that the sides are not sharp. If this is something you're going to handle on a regular basis or reach in a drawer and grab, make sure that all the burrs are fine. Give it the old let's saw the finger off test, and if you bleed and have to go to the hospital, well, you probably didn't deburr it enough. I'm only kidding, of course. I do the entire perimeter, both sides, and then I'll stand the part up vertically and I'll run it along the edge of the wheel, just like that. And that takes off anything that may have smeared from the deburring operations on both sides. Perfect. Take it over to the vise. I'm going to drop in about 5/16 of an inch of this in the end. That's about 7 or 8 millimeters. And I'm going to push on it pretty hard with my fingers to get it to bend. If you were to hit this with a mallet, there's a very good chance that you could crack this. Here comes the warning. And that is very true. You can only bend this so far until it says no more and snaps completely off. And if it were to snap while you're leaning on it like that, you would effectively put all that pressure against the razor sharp edge, and I guarantee it wouldn't end well. But I've done this 100 times, so I pretty much know what to expect. I'm going to bend it into a mild recurved bow shape, like a bow and arrow. And back to the mill. Stick the parallels in. If the spring is too narrow for the gap between the parallels, which this one is intentionally narrow, stick a spacer block in there. I have a 5/8 tool bit that I use. And now you can see as the movable jaw moves back and forth, both sides of the spring are effectively doing the job. Stationary side is being pushed against the stationary. Movable side moves with the jaw as you move it. Parts can come in and out. You don't have to worry about chips getting behind it. And chances are you got a piece of this laying around. Thanks for watching.